Hello, Sarasota, and welcome back to another exciting episode of the Sarasota Computer Show. It is January 5th, 2008, and I'm your host, TC, with Suncoast Computer Group, and I'm here also with my one and only esteemed co-host, Randy Steed, a.k.a., and I know he doesn't like this, Randy iPod.
Well, thank you, TC, and hello, folks, and welcome back. I hope you enjoyed New Year's. I know TC and I did. We went to some nice, we had a lovely party.
That's
with the
right.
rest of the WTMY crowd. And the only thing is, I wish for your New Year's resolution, you had said, I'm going to drop that Randy iPod spit.
Never. I mean, once you get a nickname, it kind of like stays with you the rest of your life.
Well, don't get the tattoo.
You know, I had a nickname when I was younger. They called me Chai Chai. And then after I got a little older, it was just Chai.
Where did Chai Chai come from?
Well, Chai Chinsky is my last name, so the beginning part of my last name, hence the Chai part.
I thought maybe you drank a lot of Indian tea.
No,
or
I did not.
Or Chinese food, one or the other.
But what's funny is that up until my 10th high school graduation, they still were calling me Chai. It's amazing.
Well, it sticks.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
We had a kid we called Penguin, and damned if he didn't look like a penguin. And that stuck. He's still Penguin, and he's 60 years old now.
Well, just so you know, Randy iPods is forever. Well, you're going to have to live with it. It's a great nickname, actually. It's
I could do better.
I mean, if you were part of a computer show and you were looking for a nickname for that show, wouldn't that Randy iPods just work?
Well, I guess it would, but I don't see anybody lining up to syndicate me.
Not
Show
yet.
me the money.
Not yet. Ladies and gentlemen, we do have a little plan up our sleeves. We're thinking about producing some DVDs, instructional DVDs, so we'll let you know about our production as it is unfolding in the future.
So we're going to offer a discount for our listeners for the beta editions?
I have to say that if our listeners are interested in receiving some of our DVDs, to please email me at tc@suncoastcomputergroup.com. That's tc@suncoastcomputergroup.com, or my office at 941-342-6061. And just to give you a rundown of what my business is, primarily we're in the computer business. We build, maintain, upgrade computers. We also sell a wide variety of products, from computer products, printing products, stereo equipment, cameras, you name it, we've got it. If it's electronic, we have it. Primarily our job is service. We also come out to you, so if you have a computer problem and you're a little bit hesitant to unplug your computer, bring it into one of the big box stores and have them fix it, we'll come out to you. And we're fairly reasonable and friendly, I would like to think. Don't you think, Randy?
I think you are, and you don't even dress up like those Geek Squad guys.
Exactly. We're very friendly. We try to be personable and understanding, and we stand by our service. I do not like when I have a dissatisfied customer. It's just, it irks me because I know how important it is to get the job done right the first time. And if I can't get it right the first time, I'll do whatever I can in my power to make sure that problem was resolved and that you're happy with it.
You're just a one-man help desk. I know it. I tell you, folks, riding along in the automobile with TC driving is, well, if you don't believe in talking on cell phones while you're driving, which I'm a big, I carry that banner. But boy, I tell you, he's a traveling help desk. He's got, no matter where he's driving, he's got that cell phone to his ear, walking somebody through.
Well, I have to, to this day, I think I have Windows XP memorized. I can see almost every single window, every single option that's available on Windows XP. And that's one thing that I think we have here at Sarasota, I should say not Sarasota Computer Show, but Suncoast Computer Group, have an advantage over some of the other geeks that are out there, because I have such a wide variety of clientele. I've seen so many different situations, so many different scenarios, so many different ways your computer can be tweaked for yourself.
You've seen it all, haven't you?
Yeah, and that really, really helps, because if you don't see it all, you can't be very objective, and you can't be very helpful.
TC, you're sort of a legend in the digital annals of West Coast Florida.
Well, I grew up on electronics. My uncle had purchased a stereo when I was about 9, 10 years old for me, and it started from there. And to this day, I'm still trying to conquer and enjoy electronics. There are so many exciting products that are out right now. I hope everybody had a great Christmas, a great electronic Christmas, because I know there's a lot of interesting things that have come out, especially in the gaming world, with the PS3 and the Wii and
Is it Wii or Y?
Wii, W-I-I.
I would have pronounced that Y.
Well, maybe we're all pronouncing it wrong.
Well, I'm not a gamer. I'd like to try it. That's the one I'd like to try, actually. The other ones, as far as mowing down people with digital Uzis. I've wanted to mow down a few people with real Uzis in my time, but not take about hours.
If it only
and
could be
hours.
real for a moment.
I'm sure if I was a young guy on the internet, or a young person, I'd be up to my neck in it and spending thousands to upgrade my PC to be out there mowing them down.
Well, what's interesting about some of these games, and whether or not this is good or not, is basically training our young folks, if they do go into military service, that they have all the training right there. I mean, there's not going to be much of a learning curve for them.
The learning curve comes when they see real blood instead of digital blood.
Well, most of what they're being trained on in the Army is, like tank warfare and
Right.
Submarine warfare and airplane warfare. So they have got the cockpits down pat, and the ability to fire those guns and be able to understand. Because when you're playing a particular game, it's not as accurate as if you were to take a gun and actually just point it at something and shoot it. The gun in the game itself has a little bit of a hesitation. It's not as sophisticated or as accurate as real life. So there is a little bit of a play in the game, so that you actually have to become very astute to those controls to be much, much more effective in the game.
I can see the Al Qaeda fighters in the caves of Afghanistan at their PC terminals and their broadband connections, which I wouldn't be surprised if they've got it. Downloading feeds from satellite, just gearing up on those simulators.
Well, what's interesting about this also is, with the speed of the internet, it has really brought a lot of people together in the digital world. These games can be played directly over the internet without a computer. Like I said, the PS3 can even work wirelessly with your internet connection, and you can be online playing against people in any country that may be participating.
Have you heard? I've recently read, sort of being an outsider looking into the gaming world, about these outfits in China where there are rooms full of players who are paid to play on games like, is it War of the Worlds? Is that the popular one?
Well, there's so many right now. It's very
Right.
difficult to.
So what? Yeah, the way these things work is, if a player in who has the broadband connections, be it Europe, or the world, or here in the United States or Canada, he doesn't sign up. He wants to gain credits. I don't know how that all works. But so what he does is he's paying somebody in China to play the game for him while he's sleeping in order to build up these credits. So people in these boiler room operations in China are making a living. They have a word for it, something farm. They're being paid to play somebody else's game and gain those credits.
And I think the reason why is because you're not necessarily maybe the credits are important as far as maybe monetarily.
Well, actually, there's a market for them. You can sell them.
Yeah, and I was going to get to that. You actually can build your character up to such a powerful level that you're stronger than any other figure in that particular game. And if you wanted to, you could actually turn around and sell that figure on eBay. And I had met a guy at, I think it was Best Buy. He had actually sold his character on eBay for $400.
That's pretty damn good.
$400, because he had built this character up so much in this particular game. It was more of a Dungeons and Dragons type game. I can't remember the name. I really wish I could play some of these games, quite frankly. But he had built this character up so much that he just decided, well, I'm going to put it on eBay and see what I get. Which is amazing.
It's the virtual economy is coming on, even though Second Life hasn't taken off like everybody expected it to, and though it may be ahead of its time. I read that there's the first millionaire, this first Second Life millionaire. She's dealing